Welcome back, traders, and in this video we're going to be going over everything you need to know about Shadow Groudon Raid Day. We're going to be going over 100% IV, the moves, the best counters, as well as the best ground type Pokemon to see exactly what is going on with this thing and what you need to do. With that said, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I'm having an amazing day. So let's go ahead and get this video started here. Shadow Groudon Raid weekend. It's going to be going down Saturday, September 20th at 6 a.m. until Sunday, September 21st at 10 p.m. local time. Bonuses are going to be one additional raid pass per day from spinning a photo disc at a gym. So it's only one this time. That's interesting. The ticket event for $4.99 or equivalent in your area is going to be 5 additional raid passes per day from spinning a photo disc at a gym, 50% more XP, and ×2 starters from the raid battles. Always worth investing in that. These tickets will be active from Saturday, September 20th at 6 a.m. until Sunday, September 21st at 10 p.m. local time. Please note that you have to complete this by Sunday, September 21st at 10 p.m. local time. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, taking a look at your top ground type attackers. So number one is going to be Primal Groudon, okay? And then we do have Mega Garchomp, followed up by Shadow Groudon with number 3, Mudshot and Precipice Blades. You're going to have to use an Elite Charge TM to get those Precipice Blades if you want it to be the best that it can be. Taking a look at the damage here, so if we go over to Shadow Groudon, it's going to be sitting at 27.7, while Mega Garchomp is going to be sitting at 28.3, and then Primal Groudon is going to be sitting at 30.5. So Shadow Groudon is going to be doing a significant amount of damage, and as we all know, you can only have one Mega or one Primal at a time when they're active. So throwing a Shadow Groudon behind a, say, Mega Garchomp or a Primal Groudon is going to be absolutely amazing when you're going up against things that are weak to ground. So there you have it, and then followed up by Shadow Groudon is going to be Shadow Excadrill, Shadow Garchomp, and then Theron Form Landorus. All right, now 100% IV that you're going to be looking for, non-weather boosted, is going to be 2351. 2351 non-weather boosted Shadow Groudon, okay? Weather boosted is going to be 2939. 2939 for a weather boosted Shadow Groudon, and then regular is going to be 2351. All right, let's go ahead and move it on here. The moves that Groudon is going to have are going to be Mudshot and Dragon Tail for the quick moves, Earthquake, Fire Blast, Fire Punch, Solar Beam for the charge moves. Of course, it has Precipice Blades, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't use that. So the only move that you're technically going to have to look out for is going to be Solar Beam, technically. Earthquake's going to hurt quite a bit, but yeah, you don't really have to worry about that too much. Solar Beam is going to be obviously the one because you're going to use waters. Now, taking a look at my top ground type attackers here, let's go ahead and see what we have. I do have this maxed out. This is going to be my first 100 legendary, this Groudon here. I did use an Elite Charge TM later down the line to get Precipice Blades. I have it fully maxed out as the Primal, so I get all of the bonuses, as you can see here. Now, we're going to go over the counters you're going to want to use, as well as the Mega that you're going to want to use to get extra. Obviously, it's going to be Swampert. We'll talk about that. So yeah, looking at all my ground types here, I'll go ahead and just, it's because we can use Megas right now in Master League, okay? This is crazy. So, they actually fixed it. It's freaking awesome to have Megas back in the Master League, and I'll probably be using this one, okay? So yeah, this son of a gun is strong, especially with the updated Dragon Tail to farm energy faster. The thing is an absolute monster. Next up, we do have my 100 Garchomp, which is obviously amazing. When it comes to using it as a Mega for ground or dragon, it is going to be great, but unfortunately I just have things that are just a little bit better. If I want to use something for dragon, I go Rayquaza. If I want to use ground, I go Groudon. It's just like, unfortunately, missing the mark by that much. And then of course I do have my Shadow Groudon that I did get from Giovanni, which has absolutely horrible IVs. I know, I still made the investment. Do I regret it? Not one bit. The thing is an absolute beast. Will I be making another one? I might. I have 150 XL candy. Now's the time. If I get a good shiny Shadow, I will be maxing that one out too, so I can have as much power for ground as possible. But not only that, I'll have a better Shadow Groudon. You're like, wow, you invested in 2 of those, one is bad. Sure, if I'm going to go up against a raid with weak to ground, I'm going to be looking golden. Unfortunately, Ursaluna is not going to be something you want to invest in as far as a ground type attacker, because it currently does not have a ground move. Once it does receive a ground move like Sand Attack or something, the thing will absolutely be on the chart for a good ground type attacker. Rhyperior, amazing. Obviously, great in Master League and everything. Zygarde is not good for raiding, but it is going to be your Master League monster because Dragon Tail did just receive an update, right? We just discussed that. So now it's going to be able to farm and spam moves even faster with that bulk, which is incredible. One of the hardest Pokemon to get, but definitely awesome. Shadow Rhyperior, love this thing, an absolute beast. The Mamoswines are obviously great. I do have those maxed out with horrible IVs on those. And then Excadrill, one of my favorite ground type attackers, especially my Shadow. Unfortunately, it does have 10 in the attack, but that's okay. It still gets the job done. And then Swampert, you know, Mega Swampert is going to be your best probably counter as far as bonuses, which we're going to get into when we get into the counters. Nidoking, now we're just getting into lower echelon territories here. So yeah, I think we're going to be good. We'll go ahead and just move it along. But those are my grounds. Those are my top ground type attackers, and I love them all. All right, moving on to the counters here. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on for your best counters to go up against Shadow Groudon raids. So number one is going to be Primal Kyogre with Origin Pulse, Kyurem White with Ice Burn, of course. So which is weird because oh no, it's not Primal. Okay, never mind. Just regular. All right, I don't know. I was thinking Primal. Mega Salamence or Mega Sceptile. Black Kyurem, Mega Rayquaza, Shadow Kyogre itself. I have a shiny one, so I'll be using that one, of course. Mega Swampert. Now let's talk about this. So you probably want to go. So what's our first Mega? Was it Primal? Okay. So Primal Kyogre. Then you won't be able to Mega Evolve anything else. So do you want to do extra damage, or do you want to get extra candy? Because if you go with Mega Swampert, you're going to be getting a bonus of the ground, which is going to be yielding you more candies. So you have those options. You also, what was the other Megas? So you also have Mega Sceptile, Mega Rayquaza over Swampert. So the choice is yours. You're going to be in a group of a lot of people, I would assume. And Primal Groudon Shadow, or why do I keep saying Primal? Shadow Groudon is tough, but it's not going to be that difficult to take out, as Kyogre wasn't really difficult to take out. It would hit hard like a son of a gun if it had Blizzard, but aside from that, we would take it out no problem. Plus, if you join a party to do extra damage, keep that in mind. Also, turning on Zacian's Adventure Effect will help you boost your damage too. Keep that in mind. Party play, Zacian Adventure Effect. You're going to be looking golden if you need all that extra power, okay? All right, so about that Swampert, you get extra candy. Moving it on, Shadow Regigigas with Hidden Power Water. I would assume Hidden Power Grass would work as well too. And then you do have Mega Venusaur, Zarude, Eternatus, Mega Blastoise, Shadow Swampert, Shadow Gyarados, Kartana, Zacian Crowned, Mega Gardevoir, Shaman Sky, and Mega Gardevoir needs Magic Leaf with Triple Axle, okay, by the way. And Zamazenta Crown needs Ice Fang and Behemoth Bash. And then moving it on to 19, Shadow Sceptile, Mega Gyarados, Shadow Feraligatr, Shadow Palkia, Aquavel, and then Shadow Salamence. That's not it. We have the last page here, Regigigas with Hidden Power Water, okay, or Grass, regular Regigigas, Shadow Tangrowth, Mega Glade, Shadow Venusaur, Baxcalibur, and then finally Primal Groudon with Solar Beam. Those are going to be your best counters. Again, you may want to go with the Mega Swampert so you can get a bonus, but if you don't really care about the bonus on that, then of course you're going to probably want to go with Primal Kyogre. And if you don't have any candies for that, then Sceptile. If you don't have any candies for that, then Rayquaza. If you don't have any candies for that, then back to Swampert. If you don't have any candies for that, Venusaur. Then Blastoise. Okay. Anyways, there you go. Yeah, folks, you don't want to miss this one. This is going to be a juicy raid day for sure. Shadow Groudon, shiny. Groudon is a great Pokemon in general. And not only that, this is a great opportunity for you to get a Shundos, okay? You get a good Shadow, you get a couple good Shadows, you stick with one, you purify the other, you have yourself a Shundo. And then you can freaking Primal Evolve that son of a gun. And when it Primal Evolves as a shiny from Groudon into Primal Groudon, ooh, it looks so good. It turns into that black color. Ooh, those black shinies are just, oh, they look good. But there you go, folks. That's pretty much all the information that you need, right? Pretty sure. Did they say anything about the remote raids being increased? They didn't. Oh, wow. They're like, no. You need to get that out there in person. Unless I'm missing something. This is straight from the blog here. So, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any extra increased remote raids. So that's a little awkward. But well, better get out there. You know what's even crazier? So this is just random. This is random. I'm just babbling here. But my car was getting the whole damn engine replaced. I had still, like, thank God it was still under warranty. Otherwise, I would have had to get a whole new engine or buy a whole new car. It's Hyundai. They had an engine problem. I didn't screw up. So it's been in the shop for a minute. When I say a minute, I'm talking like 2 months. Okay. And I've been just homebound. So they finally called. I was just like yesterday praying, like, come on, just let them call me tomorrow, please. They called me this morning and they said it's going to be done tomorrow. But then they told me that there's other things that I should take action on. Since I'm getting a whole new engine for free, they were like, yeah, well, you need new brakes. You need to rotate your tires. You need a new belt. I was like, let's get it done. They're like, all right, well, it's $2,200. I was like, okay, we'll make this work. So I'm going to be picking my car up, folks. I'm freaking super stoked. Freaking brand new. I'm going to be able to be back out on the streets grinding again. Let's go. So anyways, unfortunately, it is going to be done on the 21st. I said tomorrow. It is. But if I want those other things done, it's going to be the 21st. So it's going to be right after freaking Groudon Raid Day. So hopefully I'll be able to ride with somebody. But hey, with that said, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. It really does help me out if you hit that like button. Hit that hype button too. Then I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.